Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Ends. Take a look at this smock build I did. It took such a long time to get this put together. I made a 30-minute video of this build, and the link should be up there right now. Get a beverage if you're going to watch that. But this is from Metonboss. This is Frag Black Ripple. I never used Metonboss before for a build with Spyderco, and I like this look a lot, and I wanted something black and sexy like this. This was a special from, I can't remember who I got it from. I think it was Way of Knife, and it came with this, and it was basically what they called it was a Stormtrooper edition with big black pivot here. I had a lot of trouble with this order. Let me talk about what I think about this first, and then I'm going to talk about what my problems were. First off, the milling on this is very nice. It's done really well, and you can see that I don't know how they get this titanium ripple in here, but it is, I don't believe it's, well, is it? Yeah, I guess it's some kind of coating. I don't know how he does that ripple, but so far it is held up to being worn and it hasn't come off. So I think that is good. I don't think it's part of the steel itself. Like, I don't think that this is some kind of two types of Damascus or that it's etched or something. I'm not exactly sure how this is made, but it looks really good and it's been holding up really well. The smock itself, I really very much enjoy. It was a pain in the butt to open this up. There is a very small spring and a very small bearing for the detent, which just goes flying anywhere if you're not prepared for that. It's unlike any other Spyderco and how it was put together. I also put on this nice Lynch Clip milled hidden screw, clip here. And it's very, very nice, and it looks really well with this polished DLC over here, hollow grind. And of course, this is a flipper, and the flipper also, there is just enough room that you can reverse flick it too. You can't really thumb flick it though. But as far as like a flipper knife goes, and the notch, because it's one of these top flippers, it just disappears. There's no tab down here, which I really like too. I like this build. So what was my problem with Metonboss? I didn't really have a problem. It's just that, well, first off, the order took forever to get here, and I think that was US Postal's fault, but it took 4 weeks to get here. And when it finally got here, and I finally got around to changing it because it was the Christmas time, and so I didn't have the immediate time to do it. 6 weeks had gone by since I'd done my order. Opened it up, and it turned out that I had Black Frag Ripple for a bug out, a Benchmade bug out, instead of the smock. I approached him about the problem on his messenger on his website, and he immediately said that I could buy the Benchmade bug out scales for, I think it was like 50% off. He gave me a couple of different options to deal with it. I didn't want it. I don't like Benchmade. I wasn't going to buy a Benchmade just to do a different build with that. So I had to return them, which I know is a pain, because once the oils of people's skins are on here, he probably has to sell it at a loss. But anyway, I eventually, another month went by. I had to send them in. He waited until he got them in hand, which I totally understand, before he shipped these. And then it took a few days to ship these. And then, of course, U.S. mail, blah, blah, blah. So now we are here in April. And I finally finished this knife, which I started in December. I have to say that the results are amazing. I did have to get new pivot screws. That's something that I didn't really realize with, and it means that I actually took this knife apart 3 times, because when I went to put it back together again, I didn't have the right screw for the pivot, and I had to go and then find an aftermarket version for a black screw to match this, because I really didn't want something that was silver for that hardware. Finally just got that in and finished it up today. So I really enjoy Spyderco knives and being able to make my own custom versions of these, and doing a look like this. And I will show you briefly some of my other builds as well. I have this, this is the Lotus scale. Very nice Spyderco, Paramilitary 2, another Lynch Clip here, all black hardware. I do think that that is a very nice looking build. And then I did this Mannix 2, which I did the titanium myself as far as anodizing it. And nice clip, and I changed some things here and there. And this is very heavy knife, but very nice looking knife. I even have taken an Indela, and I did, this is RGT spider scales. I don't even know if they make these anymore, but the spider sits in his web right there. I really do enjoy that. And I've got just the old school. This is a lockback knife, but I actually really enjoy this knife. This knife was lost for a long time. I finally found it. This is one of the first builds I did. Very first build I did. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Got a couple other Spydercos that I've done. We have the Shaman, another build I did. I need to work on the colors. This one isn't quite done. I need to find a better clip for this and a better compression made easy from OCD for EDC. He makes these little buttons that you add on to the compression locks to make it flusher with the scales, makes it easier to reach, if you will. And then finally, we have an Indela or an Endura. I always get the Indela and Endura mixed up. This is a smaller version of this guy here. And this might have been my very first build. I actually got these scales. These are very nice micarta scales that fit on the ultra lightweight version of this knife. This is 20 CV though. From Etsy. Search Etsy. Sometimes they have stuff on there too. So, you know, one of the reasons why I like Spydercos is because I will just... I like the knife, and I'll look for the model that I want. And then I find something cool scale-wise and build-wise that I want to do. Sometimes it's about replacing the bearing or the ball in here in this lock, or, you know, the hardware. This also has a Skiff Bearings in here. I changed the bearings out on here, probably not needed. Put this nice clip on here as well, and change out a little bit of the hardware as needed. But that's just a real sexy look to me. So one of the reasons why I love Spyderco and will continue to get Spydercos occasionally is for the chance to build them. I will say that it's been, this guy here was probably my first Spyderco buy in over a year. I don't buy them that much anymore. I used to buy some sprint runs too here and there. I'm just not interested in that anymore. But if the right piece does come up and I've never had a smock, then obviously I'm gonna jump on that, especially with this polished DLC. Very nice. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you want to win a knife of the month, all you have to do is follow the Patreon link down below. For $3 a month, you get a chance to win a knife of the month. Thanks so much, friends. And as always, see you next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now.